This meeting of the Oak Park City Council is called to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Norris, please call the roll.
Mayor McClellan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Radner. Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Rich.
Here.
Councilmember Weiss.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Burns and Weiss. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Consent agenda. These are routine items, and they're presented as a group without discussion. Anyone on council can have one of these items removed if they'd like to discuss it. A, council meeting minutes of June 18th, 2018. B, request to cancel the regularly scheduled Planning Commission meeting of July 9th due to lack of business. C, request to cancel the regularly scheduled Zoning Board of Appeals meeting of July 24th. Same reason. D, Recycling Commission meeting minutes of April 19th. E, request to advertise for bids for the 2018 Joint and Crack Ceiling Project M681. F, request to advertise for bids for the 2018 Block Pruning Project M690. G, request to declare the listed vehicle surplus to be sold by sealed bid, public auction, or for disposal at the lowest expense to the city in accordance with city policy. H, payment application number 5, final, in the amount of $5,000 to Mattioli Cement Company, LLC, for the 2016 sidewalk replacement project M627. I, payment of invoices from OHM Advisors for the Seneca and Sherman Pocket Parks, traffic signal optimization, SAW grant support, GWLA contract support, and architectural and engineering for the court in the total amount of $86,129.21. J, Beautification Advisory Commission meeting minutes of May 15th. And finally, licenses, new and renewals submitted for July 2nd. Is there a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Okay, Burns and Weiss. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We don't have any elected officials here or public hearings. Please then turn to item 10, which is the special event request and waiver of fee. This is for Clover Lawn Concerned Citizens Block Club by Tina Polk, and they will be closing their block, Granzon and Clover Lawn. And the purpose, to come together as a community and to meet neighbors, to establish friendship, to encourage neighbors to look after one another, to have fun and fellowship, which is kind of our purpose. Well said. Is there a motion to accept this application?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Burns and Weiss. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Item 12, bids. This is a motion to award the bid for the 2018 sidewalk repair program M676 to Itala Construction Incorporated of Washington, Michigan, for a total amount of $409,132. Funding is available in the sidewalk program. Do we ask Kevin to come up? Sure. Yeah. Assistant City Manager Kevin Yee will discuss this project.
Good evening. This is our biannual sidewalk program that we do, and we bid the project out. It actually came in slightly under our estimates, which is a good thing. As you know, this is the program that Director Barrett explained last council meeting where we review sidewalk in different sections of the city, and we replace sections that do not meet criteria for both the city's criteria and ADA standards.
Right. And I think that there is funding available for the first time, we discussed last week.
There is financing
Financing.
available, correct. We
Right.
offered financing. The last go-around actually was the first time that we had offered it, but this is the first time we've actually publicized it and had a plan rolled out that we're rolling out with the sidewalk program for financing options.
Nice. So anybody that gets hit with a large bill can spread it out.
There are some options, correct.
Nice. Also, anybody who gets marked for sidewalk repair that they feel they'd like checked can call Technical and Planning.
Yes, please call as soon as you get your sidewalk card if you have any questions. We'd like to schedule those as soon as possible because the contractor will be coming through, and a lot of times, once the contractor's coming through, we may not, with the timing of it, we may not be able to meet with you before they've already started work. So I'd suggest that if you have any questions, review the sidewalk card, please call the engineering division. They'll schedule a meeting, they'll come out and meet with you and explain the whole process.
Super. Thank you very much. Okay. Are we ready to vote? Roll call.
We need a motion, ma'am.
Need a motion.
So moved.
That was the award the bid to Italia.
Second.
Second. So that's Burns and Rich. A roll call, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich.
Yes.
Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 15A, City Manager Tungate.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and welcome back. I'd like to ask Assistant City Manager Kevin Yee to go through 15A for us, please.
Thank you. The Public Works Department is requesting authorization to participate with the Oakland County purchasing bid for the purchase of new water meter remote reading devices. The reading devices will replace the older versions that have been failing, and as a matter of fact, we are dealing with that issue today, where we have some of the old devices. We have two different devices now, some of the older ones that have been failing on us, we're finding it harder and harder to read those devices. The equipment, they're quite a bit outdated. The equipment and the software updates are not picking those up, so we've had to do a lot of manual reads and a lot of estimating and things like that. So we're fighting with this issue constantly. We still, at this pace, still have about 3 years left before we will have replaced all the old ones through the city. But this is for the purchase of 1,137 of the Neptune R900 water meter remote reading devices at $87.94 each for a total of $99,987.78. Funding is available in the Water and Sewer Fund.
Okay, is there a motion to authorize this bid?
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. Questions? Yes.
I have just a few questions. I know there have been some complaints about reliability of meter readings. Is that going to help? Is this going to help with that?
I think the meter reading is a separate issue. This would only help if we were estimating bills. And we try our best to not estimate bills. We try to get a meter reading. When we try to read these remotely, because we can read these devices by just driving down the street, and it'll pick up blocks at a time of reads. Whereas historically, we used to have to go to every house and plug in a device and read those. We've put in the remote reading devices. I think we completed that project probably about 15 years ago. And the ones that we put in about 20 years ago, between 15 and 20 years ago, are all starting to fail. The batteries go dead on them. They're not replaceable, so we've been replacing them. So as far as reliability of meter readings, I don't think that's what probably the issue that some people may have been stating, where they say the meter is inaccurate. When meters are inaccurate, we go out, or when someone says that meters are inaccurate, we go out and we test them. We look for leak detection and things like that to make sure that things are running right. They'll run things and just kind of see if the device is reading correctly. So I think the meters are actually they're pretty good about what they do. If anything, actually, as they get older, they read a little slower.
Great. Any other questions?
You said they were 89 something each?
$87.94 each.
How many, once we replace these, how many more are left to be replaced?
I believe that we have about 3,000 at this point, or just over 3,000. So they tell me there's about 3 years left to replace them all. So this would be, the purchase of, 1,000 of them, and then we'll have probably 2 more purchases of 1,000 of them over the next couple of years, and then we'll get those replaced. We've been doing all that work in-house and, in between our appointments and things like that. So we've been trying to do it as cost-effectively as possible.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll save money over time too, with the
Correct.
reduction in manpower.
Absolutely,
Manpower.
and accuracy and reliability, so.
Any other questions? Are we ready to vote? Roll call, please.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Rich. Yes. Councilmember Weiss.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Motion carried.
I want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a safe and happy 4th of July. And Madam Mayor, members of council, that completes the city manager report for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager Tungate. Next, we have call to the audience. Please give us your name and address and limit your time to 3 minutes per speaker.
My name is Ebony Tyson, and I live on Park Lawn Street, and I go to North Carolina.
Oh, wait 1 minute. Do we not have that on? Yep. Introduce
You hear me?
yourself again.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Ebony Tyson, and I live on Park Lawn Street in Oak Park, and I'm a junior. Well, I will be a junior in the fall. And I go to North Carolina A&T State University, and my major is criminal justice with a minor in psychology. And I just got back from South Africa, London, and Paris for study abroad. And I would like to open my own nonprofit organization here in the urban area of Detroit. And it would help juveniles, help them to learn how to invest their money in businesses or invest in themselves, learn how to become homeowners maybe, learn interviewing skills, just pretty much just learn how to get back into the regular lifestyle or the regular day-to-day activities without going back into recidivism. And I also wanted to give them mental treatment, peer mentorship, and also other guidance. So that's what my psychology background would help with as well. So that's just a little bit about what I do or what I'm trying to do. I started on my business plan, so I'm really serious about this because I'm a very compassionate person, and this is just really what I'm passionate about and really want to do. So
Wonderful.
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Wonder if the school district or the court could coordinate with her.
Yeah, I think she's working with Director Cooper.
Oh, working with Director Cooper, wonderful. Anyone else?
Joyce Bannon, 10611 Troy. I guess my question is the new water meters, are they going to be inside or outside? And
I don't think it's meters that are new, I think it's the reading of the meter. It's the device, like
Right.
like the device that turns on your television.
Right, they still have to
that-
have a new meter to do that?
No, no,
No?
no.
No? Okay. Okay, that was my question.
And it'll
Thank
be
you.
outside.
Thank you.
Get out and vote on August 7th.
Vote on August 7th, thank you. Anybody else? All right. I just want to invite all of you to come on Wednesday, the 4th of July. You can start off by working off your pancake breakfast early if you come at 8 o'clock to the parking lot at the community center for the mayor's run. Come on down and work off the pancakes before you eat them. 9 o'clock in the shelter, Youth Assistance is giving a pancake breakfast to benefit the children, sends kids to camp. Money gives kids rec classes if they can't swing them. So it's a good cause. Come on down and help us out. 10 o'clock, there's the parade. find a good seat in the shade, and 11, sorry. 11 o'clock is the parade. Thank you. Then after the parade is all kinds of fun in the park. Just come on down, bring friends, family, everybody. Don't miss it. It's a good chance for the community to get together. Thank you. Member Burns.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Please have a safe holiday and take care.
Member Weiss.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I just want to, I see we have a member of the Oak Park Slow Roll in the audience. We did have a fun event recently where we went around, biked around the city to all the different Inside Out locations. It was sponsored by the Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission, as well as several community sponsors who supported that. And so we're grateful for all of them. And that was a great event. We had several people who came out. And in addition to the 4th of July, we just had the magazine that came out. It has a lot of summer activities in it, so you should have gotten it in the mail. If you did not receive it in the mail, you could be able to find it in the library, community center, rec center. If you're here, you can go outside and grab one. And that has all the summer activities in there, so I encourage you to look at that. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Rich.
Thank you all for coming. Have a good night.
There being no further business to come before this council, this meeting is adjourned.